calling you a radical of the United States military industrialized war pigs. F-35 crashes in Utah. Oh, we're worried about the secrets being stolen. You forget, Japanese pilots stole one. Remember a few years ago? It's in China. They got it. Talk about a fucking dead end. Where are you going? Secret passage. Shh. More Weaver State greenwashing. They built a little garage. Greenwashing machine. Electricity's free. It's magic. No, it's not. Amps. We're going to get little nuclear reactors to save us in Utah. We paid $750 million to NUSCALE right now. Something that doesn't exist. And the only activists that fought him. So, Jose Reyes, the CEO of NUSCALE, worked at Idaho National Lab. They just got another grant for $150 million. So, Trump, the only president, Bush dumb, Obama dumber, Trump dumbest. So, has appropriated another. The nuclear freaks appointed his ex-lover at INL. Yeah, they work together. As the head of the NRC. So how did the only SMR who doesn't exist get approved? Oh, look at this. Oh, they're moving finally. 3, 4, 5. Those are from way downtown. Whoa. How did they get approved? How did they possibly get approved? I just told you. So the original funding of NUSCALE, Kevin Blanch exposed this, was a South American gangsters doing 350 years in South American prison in Kenwood Financial. Then they got the grant illegally, totally illegally. They don't exist, but in Utah we're going to have 19 of them. Excuse me, we're going to have 29 of them by 2019. Oh no, we're going to have 24. Oh no, we're going to have 12. Oh no, we're going to have 6. We're going to have 3. There's no such thing. And every time they've ever tried it, and Obama dumber and Trump have re-upped the nuclear crime syndicate cartel at INL. They don't exist. There's no such thing. And when they did try them, and that was clear back in the 50s, 60s, they had to peel them off the ceiling. What about Santa Susana? Remember that? Oh, that's the nuclear disaster in Los Angeles they won't talk about, and then they wonder why everybody gets cancer that's born and raised there and dies, you know. Or them freaking Canadians. Oh, well, that was a long time ago. How about on the White Sea in Russia? 8/8/2019. How about that one? This killed the top 6 or 8 whoever does cost provides state-run media in Russia. What about state-run media in the United States? CBS ABC. Anderson Vanderbilt Cooper, it's like a Google info machine. They used the North meltdown hundreds of times per day. Came home, haven't said a cent. You don't think we have state-run media? So, the whole thing's sham, and you talk to 1,000 people, which I have, more than 1,000. I have yet to meet anyone who even knows what NUSCALE is. And we have paid out of our light bill, out of our power bill, every single person. It's called amps, which I was on the committee. That was for wind and solar. The sun shines here 300 days a year. Why no solar? I just told you why. Because the Nuclear Energy Crime Syndicate owns these politicians. They're scumbags. They're pieces of shit. And they're for sale. Bribing. I caught NUSCALE bribing under the stairs. I caught him in here confronting them. Total corruption. It's great. I mean, it's unbelievable. And no one in Utah is asleep. Journalists, the Ogden Standard Examiner, that's not a fucking newspaper. KSL from hell. KSL's the Queen's bookstore's fucking propaganda machine. They are the extension of Operation Foxconn News. How did they do it? 1 by jet stream, 2 by cable TV. The water school business I graduated at and taught at when it was #1. I used to work for John Goddard. Freaking, I was working on his building over there in 1987 when they named Ayn Rand Greenspan. Too thick. There, I can hear him. Finally got some moving. Very few. It's awful late, ain't it? As they say. It's late October. How come the trees are all green? because it's been fucking San Diego weather here for months now. Should be snow on the ground. There they go, there they go, there they go. Diving in to the Weber State Pond, which is a real natural pond. It's been there. This camp's built in 1950. That pond's been there for millions of years. So, where'd you sleep last night? There they go, they're circling. See them? Heading in. So, people in Utah are asleep. They don't know. Well, because KSL from hell hasn't told them. They're still waiting for Operation Foxconn News, and KSL tell them they're living in the greatest fucking drought in 1,200 years. Been going on for days. No, it hasn't. Here we go, here we go, here we go. There they are. Nice. Clock struck midnight a long fucking time ago on March 11th, 2011. NUSCALE from hell. When I taught there, we were the #1 school business in the United States. When I graduated there. Now they're dead fucking last. And they doubled their salaries. I have the last letter of recommendation from the legendary finance professor Clyde Cooley. Why'd I get blackballed? Wattis? G? Utah Construction? They own this university. Brownings? The poor profiteers. I remember Doyle Strong on this university in 1976 when I was a freshman here. I was an honor student. I was 16. Protesting in front of the Weber State Performing Arts Center. We're going to change it to the Val Browning. You start taking money from these war profiteers, you will bow to them. This is a state. We don't need their money. We don't need their money. He had a giant painting. He gathered up dead birds, roadkill. Roadkill all over and pinned them to his painting. Kevin Lance right there. You take Bill Child's money. I was on Bill Child's Learjet flying to the Berkshire Hathaway shareholder meeting. There's a picture of Warren Buffett with me and his arm around me, and that there was. Clyde Cooley died of mad cow. Kyle Madsen died of freaking lung cancer. The Wattis curse. You take his money, all he's doing, because he bought R.C. Willey's. Bill Childs, who I know personally, used to fly on his Learjet. We batted heads so hard about this. We're the #1 school business in the United States via test. The class of '96, I graduated the 3rd time. Highest exit testing undergraduates in the history of this country to this day. The class of '90s, Clyde Cooley, there's only 17 of us, including the Japanese royal family's heir, brother and sister, Mikado. You take their money. We're done. He's just doing it to develop a supply chain. No, it's for the military, they told us. This is no, it's not. They're lying. It's to develop slave-made goods for his furniture in China. So they did it. How do you go from #1 to last? Look up their exit testing. We only test 512, and they rank 512. You go from #1 every single year via the test. We beat Wharton, we beat Harvard, and now we were public. Think about it. Public, it's an amazing story. I have the last letter I can, and then Kevin Lynch gets blackballed. I wonder why. I stood up to him. So, NUSCALE from hell. You're all in. So Weber State at the football game wonders why they have a curse. And you don't think the Wattis curse is alive. You didn't watch the Montana Today game. Gate. It's unbelievable. It's impossible. Ask Damian Lillard when he's ahead by 23 points in the second half at home in the Big Sky Championship game and loses. It's impossible what happens to this team. I was in the end zone doing the main game when they had the great team. Here we go. They're calling an airstrike on Blanche. Sandy has died of brain cancer. In the library for all those years. So, she died Sunday. As you take their money, we're done. So get this. Football for homecoming. The Cooper Cup, Teron Johnson Bowl. It's Easter. They give honorary degrees and awards. Guess to who? Reward for fun. Bill Childs, who took our school of business from #1 to dead last. You think I'm overstating when we had the best professors in the world to the worst. For sale. River State School of Business. I stand there with a sign for years protesting this. It said for deposit only. Fucking, it's so fucking sad. So, NUSCALE, you've already paid to Jose. They went public, SMR. So there ain't no such thing. They shammed you. They've had you. They've had you. Unite the fucking clowns. Stand tuned.